Hello, good morning, people. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let me share the link around for people to join us in the session. So, just a moment. Let's go. So, let me know where you are joining and connecting from. Let me know the country you are joining and connecting from. So, if you are in Nigeria, let me know the state you are joining and connecting from. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going with so much energy. Let's keep it going with so much energy. Let's keep it going with so much energy. No. I have to change something now. Let's keep it going with so much energy. That's it. So let's keep it going with so much energy. Let me know where you are joining and connecting from. All right. So we'll be going. Just a moment, guys, so we can run together. We can run together. Okay. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let me know where you are joining and connecting from. Let's interact on the screen. Let me know where you are joining and connecting from. I'd like to welcome you in a very special way. So, if today is your first time joining us for our live trading session like this, let us know. Let us know that today is your very first time. So, today's session, we won't be taking much time. So, it will be very snappy and very quick. So, let me know. Let me know before I go straight to the chat. Let me know before I go straight to the chat. We have some amazing setup on the lookout. So we'll be going straight to it just in a moment. So before I go ahead, I like to dish out these disclaimers. So here we apply proper risk management. So not because the last signal that you received from me did well, that will make you to over risk or over leverage on your account. So as much as you can, do your proper risk management, right? So that is that. And another thing is, if you think that my analysis doesn't sit well with you, of course, you have your accounts, then you can decide not to take the trade or the signal. But if it's me, I'm going to take it because I trust what I do and I trust what I can deliver. So that is it. So if you've gotten to your threshold, whether for profit or loss, and you feel you don't want to go ahead to take any position or any trade, then well, good and fine. You can just leave the trade. So let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming, guys. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. So we'll be going straight to the chart because I don't want us to take a lot of time today. I have another engagement. I don't want us to take a lot of time today. So I will just go straight and do an analysis maybe on 1, 2, 3 pairs. Then if there is any question for me to attend to, then we can go ahead and look at it. So just keep it coming. Let me know where you are joining and connecting from. Let me know your country if you are not in Nigeria, and let me know which state you are joining and connecting from if you are connecting from Nigeria. So we'll be going straight to the charts. Let me share my screen, then we can start from there. So I can see you joining. Let me know where you are joining from. If you are joining from Nigeria, let me know the state you are joining from. Just tell us your name and where you are joining from. If you are joining without outside Nigeria, let us know the country you are joining from. So you can drop some powerful comments in the comment section. Money must be made today. Money must be made today. Let's go ahead, affirm, and we'll go to the charts. Hopefully, we are going to make some money today. Yeah, I can see you, Michael. Yes, yes, connecting from Lagos, Nigeria. Yeah, good to have you on the session. Let's go ahead. So, pair of recommendation, go ahead to recommend a pair you would want me to look at. Yes, connected from United States of Osun State in Nigeria. I see you, Mr. Precious. That's fine. That's fine. Money must be made today. A lot of dollar will rain on us today. Let's go ahead. Just let me know the pair that you guys want me to analyze, then we can push and fire from there. So possibly, are there a question that you guys want me to help and attend to? You can ask the question in the comment section. Possibly it can help someone to navigate and find his bearing and feet in the forex market. So let's go ahead to do that. Let me share my screen so we can begin to make progress from there. So I will be looking out on the comment section just in case there is a pair of consideration. Someone is saying I should look at GJ. Okay, I'm going to look at GJ in as much as I don't visit it like that again. Most of the time I interact with EJ, but then see, first of all, let me even check this EJ. This guy, can you imagine? Was in profit. I had to lock up because what I was seeing, I didn't understand it again. So this one is out on, I think that's break even. So, but then let me go to GJ and do a proper analysis. Okay, is a clean chart here. Okay, no, okay. All right. So I think in our private community, we were looking at this guy yesterday on our live trading session, and we looked at it that he was still going on the upside. So this is 4 hours time frame. So looking at it, you can know exactly that the market is still at the center of a river, and if you ask yourself, where is this market likely headed towards? Looking at it already, you can know that it's on the upside, it's going to the upside. So technically, the position you should be looking to take is going to be a buy. Now, the thing you have to now find out is at what point will I enter for the buy? So let's scale down to lower time frame. So establish that we are looking for a buy position because the market is aligned bullish. So let's see 1 hour 15 minutes. Let me get a level for us to look at and do our targeting. So this we have here for people who interact with SMC. We can call this break of structure to the upside. We have this, and we also have this as the last one. Before this one, the market has tapped into it and is moving up. Let's say this is this point, then we'll look at here. Let me mark it out. Okay, perfect. Let me mark out this OB here that sponsored this break of structure to the upside. This is it to the upside. Let me now let's stretch this. We are going to use this to make a decision. Okay, so that's it. Now we are looking at the market coming to tap in, and then we'll keep rallying to the upside. But based on where the market is at the moment, if this market, look at, see what we have here, push to the downside, and let's say this is a push to the upside, it hasn't taken out this last high and this, so we can typically have this, then resume a push to the upside. But on the contrary, where this doesn't happen this way, that we speculated it, and we have this move and this, if the market keeps going up and break this level, then we'll be looking at another level, maybe somewhere around here. The market may not come back to this point again. So but for now, we are looking at the market to make retracement to this point. So this area can be the liquidity point. This double bottom kind of setting can be the liquidity. The market comes back, then tapping for a buy. But at the moment, we are more bearish, more bullish perspective. We are looking at entering the market for a buy. But the question is, at what point are we going to initiate our buy order so that the market it is going to be in alignment? So for now, you can't technically say you are entering for a buy. So if you want to enter for a buy, where exactly are you going to put your stop loss, and things like that? So from here already, this has moved like this is 53 pips, and you don't want to do that. So the best thing is for you to be patient, let this market be traced, then tap us in, come to this point, and we are in for a buy. So if you stretch here, you can see there is an imbalance here that the market have not come to fill. So hopefully the market is going to come back. The market is going to come back to fill it, then we resume a buy position movement. So, but for now, just stay crossed and see what the market does. Then we can respond to it from there. All right. So let me check. Yeah, does it make sense? Okay, I can see GBP card and the USD JPY. Okay. Let me take GBP card. Let me share my screen so I can do an analysis on GBP card. So basically, the live trading session, the goal and the idea is that you learn the thought process for the signal and all that. So just pay attention to what I'm doing. I believe you are going to get one or two. So if the market comes to your area, you can take a decision because you know what exactly to do. GBP, GBP card. Okay. So starting out on 4 hours time frame, let me mark out the last high and low in the market. This this and this. So this is the area that the market is playing around. And let me check. Did the market tap into this level? No, the market hasn't tapped into it. So based on the alignment of the chart here, we are bullish perspective. But then let's go down to lower time frame to see if the market is still making movement to the upside, or if the sentiment of the market is now shifting to a bearish sentiment. So normally we would have expected the market to keep making movement to this level. But however, let's see on 15 minutes time frame. So a clear reading of market structure. Let's see from here. So this is high, low, rally up, this low, high, and mm, low, high, low, boom. Now we have a minor change of character to the downside, and now the market almost came back to it and is dropping now. So if this is it where the market is dropping already, so most likely where we'll be looking at an action to take, I would look at this level. This level. I'm going to show us something now. Shows, let me look at it. Okay, exactly. So let me mark out this guy. So I would want the market to come to this point, then we'll look for a buying opportunity around this level, around this level. So this level can, the market is most likely going to clear it, then come back to this level. So here we have break of structure to the upside where the market has broken it. So the sentiment of the market is still a bullish one. So what we are looking at is the market coming back to this level. Let me stretch, and we'll have this. Let me scale down to 5 minutes. So 25 pips. What? This week? So most of the time I like doing 50% of the OB. Expectation is 1:7 arrow on this trade. So I'm looking at a buy position at this point. So the market can come, take out this point, take out this, come and tap us in for a buy. So I'm looking at a buy position at this point. I'm looking at a buy position at this point. This is a setup I'm looking at. So for GBP card, I want to interact with us. What do we think? What do we think? Should we or should we not? Let me hear our thoughts. I want to know if we are following this analysis. Let me see. So once we are done, I'll call the results, then we'll move from there. So if you have anything to say on this GBP card, I want to see it on the comment section. Someone is asking question, can you put in a normal trading day for me? Please, I don't understand your question, Matthew. Please type it in a way I will understand, or you can elaborate the question the more. You can elaborate the question the more. I don't understand your question. You're asking, can you put in a normal trading day for me? I really do not understand. Please help me so I can understand your question. So let's see how we can help ourselves. All right. So please, if you are on this session and you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please, you are wrong. Let me put it that way. Please go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. More educational content is coming up very soon. So it will not just be live trading session per Wednesdays. You are going to be seeing or getting real value filled forex educational content right on this channel. So go ahead to subscribe to this channel. Yes, Bright, I can see you. Welcome. All right, so this is what I'm looking out for on GBP card. I'm looking at any signal I generate here, even if it's not a pair that I trade, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. So see what I'm looking at this guy doing here. The market will come, do something like this, use this point as liquidity, come down, then tap in for a buy. Or we can basically have a move like this up, then it will flash down, come down, take out this point, then it can even come down, then before it starts moving to the upside. So I'm very hopeful for this setup. Now look at the checklist confluence that we have here. Now the market is aligned bullish, so we are looking for a buying opportunity. And look at this resistance level. The market hasn't tapped into it, and this is a retracement. It has not become a change of trend. Now, for us to call this a change of trend, means that the market would have taken us out, then taken out this low, this point, this, then if the market successfully takes out this level, then we can call this a change of trend down to the downside. So, but for now, this is a retracement. Most likely, the market is going to come, tap in, then move from there. Let me even see what this. I like to look using fib tool too. Now, pay attention to these guys. Now, looking at this is 1 hour time frame. Let's say I am putting a fib level, Fibonacci 2. You can see that this point we are looking at entering the market is coinciding with in between 50% and 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. So all things being equal, I'm very hopeful that this setup is going to end up in profit. I'm hopeful that it's going to end up in profit. Let me type out the coordinates here. Let me type the coordinates for us. Okay, let me make this 30 pips. This is 1:6 points, which is very fair enough. So very fair enough, even if it's here 1:4, fair enough. But let's see here. Okay, for people who cannot hold to full TP, this is fair enough, 1:4. Let me type out the coordinates. GBP card, GBP card, buy limits, SL 30 pips. TP, please apply proper risk management. Apply proper risk management. So this is the setup for this guy, GBP. So you can take a screenshot. Okay. So please apply proper risk management. I can see we like the setup and all that. So no, we'll always do proper risk management. Not because maybe the last one we took did very well, then we can now throw away proper risk management. No. Okay, the last one. Okay, someone is saying USD JPY and GBP USD. All right, let me see. First, let me check GBP USD. Yeah, and this GBP USD. Okay. Is there anything here? Okay, let me just analyze it and we'll look at the next possible move on this guy, GBP USD. So this is 4 hours time frame. Now, let me even go to daily time frame so you can see the broader perspective of this market. So now see this highest point, which is like the resistance point in the market. The market tapped into it and is making move to the downside. So if you now go to lower time frame, you will now see the reason for a sell there at the point. Now see what, let me go to 15 minutes. I will still come back to a much higher time frame. Now look at this. Look at this. The market rallied all the way up, retracement, boom, fell to keep going up. Then this is change of character to the downside, and boom, the market retraced and fell again. So I was looking for an opportunity here because the market, I was looking at the market coming to tap in here. It's even tapped in into this OB here, but I missed it. Then break And we can see how the market kept rolling up to this point. This we had this. Let me at this point go to 5 minutes so you can see this now. So since you've already looked at, okay, we are looking at move to the downside, and you have this this move to the downside, retrace, then break, rallied all the way, did this, came back to it, and is moving down again. Now, if this market now, what I'm looking at this market to do is, okay, keeps going down to TP. But however, if the market starts reversing, then we can look for an opportunity in here. These points will be great to look for an opportunity. Let me take off this so we can see very well. These points, I'll show us the reasons shortly. So this point, this first level can be like liquidity that the market will take out. Then we'll have this rally or up, push to the downside. That's if the market doesn't keep going down from this point. So if the market comes back, then we can look for an opportunity around this point, on a 5 minutes time frame. So, but however, we'll just be open to have the market deliver what it wants to do. But for now, I can't technically say, okay, we are going to put a pending order here, but just follow the market through. Whatever it does, you can react to it and respond from there. So this is for GBP USD. So let me run us through a quick top-down analysis. So I've started already. I had to just go down to that time frame to explain things to us, then come back. So looking at it, the market has rallied all the way up to this resistance point. So that's at a point where you look at to make a decision. So if the market kept breaking up, then you know that this level would be violated. The market will don't fall from here. But since you went to lower time frame is basically where you take your trade now. You went to lower time frame, you can now see a change of sentiment, change of character on that lower time frame. So that will tell you that the market is set to begin to make movement to the other side of the market. So now the market got to this point. Now look at this. This is 4 hours time frame. Let me take off this. So 4 hours time frame. With this already, you can see that the pressure is moving to the downside. Now 1 hour time frame, I had to go over to daily so we can see the overall perspective of the market. So that's why we go to daily time frame. So you can be a day trader, which if you are doing your analysis, you may not go to daily time frame, but at some point you may just need to view the market from a daily time frame perspective. You can see, okay, on a broader time frame, this is where the market is, and this is where is most likely headed towards. So 15 minutes time frame, you now look at this. So this entry was actually on 5 minutes time frame. I've explained to us the perspective or the reason behind the this entry here. This is break of structure to the downside. The markets return to it since it has already been established that we are making movement to the downside. So it's just to find a re-entry, a kind of. So but for this one too, if the market doesn't keep going down and it start retracing, you most likely look for another opportunity to enter the market from here, then still follow the market to the downside. Now where we'll be looking at to say, okay, let's look for position, or let's wait for the market to get to before we do anything, is this point, most likely this point. But since the market hasn't gotten to this point, let's just follow the market based on where it is at the moment. Then we can take a decision from there. So that's that for GDP USD. For now, you are not buying GDP USD and you are not selling either. So the market has already moved in a certain direction. It's just best for you to follow through and see where you can align with the market from. Okay, let me look at USD JPY. So I've already looked at GJ, but however, let me still look at USD JPY. USD JPY. So what can we clearly see? Uptrend or a downtrend? Let's interact. Uptrend or downtrend? What can we clearly see on USD JPY? Why is this thing lagging? Okay. What do we see? Uptrend or a downtrend on USD JPY? Let me know. Are you seeing a downtrend or you are seeing an uptrend? Let me leave it this way. Are you seeing an uptrend or you are seeing a downtrend? There's a reason why I'm asking. So we are eight on this session. Are you seeing an uptrend or you are seeing a downtrend? Wow, an uptrend. Okay. This is still 4 hours time frame. Okay, 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 okay. Guys, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Are you seeing an uptrend or a downtrend? Mm, downtrend. Paul said downtrend. Emeka, I can't see. I don't know. Okay, downtrend. Okay. More. Let's keep it coming. Are you seeing an uptrend or a downtrend? Downtrend. Hmm. Bright. Will I say now you day alone? Okay. Well, all the all the responses are very well welcomed. So when you come to the market, depending on the time frame that is relevant for your analysis, you can tell if it's an uptrend or a downtrend. Now, let's follow through this. So looking at it with your naked eyes, even before the analysis, you can see that the market is still on a downtrend. Is still on a downtrend. But however, I used to say this. Yes, we advocate that you should follow the trend, and of course, that is what you should do. But then it doesn't mean that in a downtrend market you won't find a buying opportunity. And it doesn't mean that in an uptrend market you won't find a selling opportunity. But just that when the market is on a downtrend, it's more ideal for you to find a, a selling opportunity. And when the market is on an uptrend, you most likely find a buying opportunity. Of course, that would align to you the more. Like the probability will be more in your favor than against you. All right. So let's look at points. Okay, this is the last low of the market. Just follow through. You will learn something now. This we say this is, let's use this point, the last high in the market. So this is still 4 hours time frame. Now, what just happened? Okay. So let's see. This is 4 hours time frame. Let's read market structure. This is, let's start from even at this point. So if you pick these two, it will help you a lot to say, okay, this is what the market is doing. This low took out this last one, then retracement down to the downside, then this is move, a whole move. Now let's see something here. This has kind of taken out this point, giving us sentiment change, but not very established. Let me put it on H1 so we can see clearly. So let's this move to the downside, this. Now you can see that this has taken out this. So I'm taking time to do this so we can really get this. This, it took out that point. Now this taken out retracement. Now you see the markets have also taken out this point again, this high, retrace, took out this high, then retrace up now, and most likely it's taking it out. So now what does this thing tell us now? What does it tell us? Now looking at this already, yes, you can see that, you can say that yes, so on a broader perspective the market is on a downtrend, but then the market has gotten to a point where reversal can likely take place. So looking at daily time frame, just look at this. That's why sometimes you come to daily time frame to see. Look at this. What do you see? That the market has actually gotten to a point where a reversal can take place, and is on this lower time frame that you are going to make a decision based on what you are seeing. So looking at this from a broader perspective, this is massive change of character to the upside, and we have this, the market most likely come to this resistance, this support level, then begin to buy. Do you understand that? Begin to buy. So it's now when you go down to a lower time frame, you can now begin to pick what price is doing. So the question is, where is the market, and where is the market likely heading towards? So let me revert it to daily time frame so you get this. So where is the market, and where is the market most likely headed? So if we met the market at this center, you won't negotiate it to say that the market is making move to this point. But for the reason that the market has gotten to this support level, you expect an action begin to happen from here. So let's say the market got to this point and did as though there is nothing here, broke it, then we can look for a retest, then begin to continue marching down. See, marching down to maybe this next key level. But the fact that the market has gotten to this point on even on a daily time frame and rejected, yes, we can say that what the market is going to give us is to look for an opportunity that will take the market to the upside. So when you say that the market is on a downtrend, yes, you are not lying. But then when you look closely, you can now begin to see a change of bias, a change of sentiment in the market, which that will tell you that this market is reversing, and the best thing to do is at least to switch bias and join the market to where is potentially headed towards. So before I will go ahead, looking doing the analysis, let me know if this explanation was helpful to us. Let me know if the explanation was helpful to us. So we'll take it off from there. Let me know if the explanation was helpful to us. So um, didn't break the last high. So downtrend. Okay. Mm, okay. Bright said is a change of bias. Mm, okay. I'm looking at your comments. So let me know if the explanation was helpful. Mm. Okay, you are saying is the change of bias that made you say is an off-thread sharp guy. I saw what you did there. Sharp guy. So let's continue. So we now have a change of bias here. Now let's move from there. Let's move from there. Now see this point. This So this is also break of structure to the upside. This point here, break of structure to the upside. Now let's take it down. So just we don't want to do a shabby analysis. That's why I'm taking this time. So once we do it, then we can get something. It's better to take time, watch the market very well, and take a precise decision from there than to just do a shabby stuff. You're not gonna make money, doing shabby analysis. So it's better you just take your time and follow the market through. Now let's see. Mm, Looking for other block to mark. Mm, what am I looking for? Okay. So I would have considered this point. I'd want to consider this point. This. Me still examining it. This is 1 hour. Now, price have tapped into it. Price have mitigated this zone here. Price have mitigated it. This zone here. So, and the market is rallying up. Let's go to 15 minutes. So we are carefully looking at the structure the market is printing, mitigated up, then taking out this up, this last high here. So what the market can potentially give us is this, then we'll fly to the upside. So this is actually how the change in direction or bias happens at the lower time frame with this. So if you're able to catch it from this point is being initiated, you can hold it and ride it to the upside. So let's see now, based on what we have here, this market, I'm looking at it that is going to pull back, then we can find a buying opportunity from there. But this choppy price action here, I am not really comfortable with it. I'm not comfortable with it. The thing is, we can buy at this point and we can't technically sell at this point. So I'm looking at what the possible move would likely be on. Mm, Let me go down to 5 minutes. Just follow through. Let me get through. So if this happens, if the market pulls back, I'll be willing to enter a buy from this point to the upside. I'll be willing to enter for a buy to the upside from this point. So now see why I picked this level that I marked here. Now, if you zoom in very closely on a 5 minutes time frame, so this is what happened here. Break to the upside, then the market came, this level tapped into it, then took out this high here. Now all these movements, the market hasn't come back to this point again. So I'm looking at it that if this market retraces, then coming back, then we can join the market from this point. So but for now, you can see that the buying move have already happened. You can't say that you are jumping in for a buy now. That would be very wrong. This almost 100 pips plus. You can't jump in for a buy here. So the best thing to do is to just wait for the market to come back, then you can take your trades from there. You can take your trades from there. However, now you look at the market from two sides. That's why as a day trader, you can also see an opportunity for both long and short. So if the market comes to this point here, and make a rejection, you can sell the market to the downside. True. Look at this on 15 minutes time frame. See. So, but then you have to also make your confirmation. You have to make confirmation. If the market comes to this point, you most likely an action will be required at this point. So if the market keeps going up, break this level. So at this point, you don't just begin to sell. You have to wait for a clear confirmation that the market is going to make retracement or movement to the downside before you even enter for begin to look for a selling opportunity. But for now, based on the fact that I call this kind of alignment center of the river, the market is at the center of the river. First of all, you have to wait for it to is either get to this resistance point here, or the market retraces back, then you can begin your buying movement from this point. But if that hasn't happened yet, you just cross your finger and wait for the market to do whatever it's doing. So you can come to this point, give a rejection with a bearish engulfing, then you can look for a selling opportunity. Why I said you can sell at this point is if I take out this, you can see that the market, people that understand SMC, you see now this is change of character to the downside. So the market can come back to it to do this, make movement to the downside. So, however, it works. But the fact that the market hasn't gotten to it, the market is at the center of the river. You just basically wait for the market to either go up, then you can find action to take, or come to the base, then you find action to take. All right. So let me also know again in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? I can see reactions. I can see reactions. So let me know. Does it make sense to you? Or you feel no, you don't accept this? I want to know. I want to know sincerely. I like this interaction that is happening in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know. I said the market is at the center of the river. No action for now, whether to buy or to sell. But we have a specific area or zone where we are looking at the market to first of all get to, then give us a reason for an action, then we can take action from there. So let me know, guys. Let me know, guys. Does it make sense to you? Or you feel no. Feel free to say whatever your mind is. I want to listen to you guys. I want to see your thought process on the chat. Let me know. So one person or two persons or three before I go ahead to do another thing. Okay, someone is asking a very good question. Hmm. Okay, someone is asking a very good question. He's asking, please, sir, do you mean we should not focus? We should not focus. Sorry, he's calling me. Please call me back in. I will call you back in 15 minutes time. Sorry, guys, I had to take this call. It's been banging my phone. So someone is asking, please, sir, do you mean we should not focus on the overall structure? So if you've been following and paying attention, you know that I didn't say you should not focus on the overall structure. Now, I used to tell this, I used to say this, based on the kind of trader that you are, will show you the time frame for you to consider. If you are doing day trading, of course, you should not make your reference time frame as daily, or as using a daily time frame to enter your trade. You can use the daily time frame to look at the overall structure that the market is doing. But then that overall structure, it will tell you, okay, this is where the market is at the point. Now, when you now go down to your lower time frame where you used to consider to take a trade, you are going to, what you just looking for is basically maybe 100 pips and things like that, so on that's on your time frame that you are going to catch it. Some time frame, some big move is not relevant to you because technically you are not going to be there to for it to happen. What you are just looking for is that chunk of move from this point to the other point. That's what you are looking for. So I really do not know the kind of trader that you are, whether you are a swing trader or a day trader or a scalper. So can also the analysis be done on gold? Please, we don't have time for that. Sorry, I'm sorry. I may not do I will not do further analysis. Let me just attend to this question. Sorry, by next week we'll have more time to really do analysis. So now that's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying that you should not look at the overall structure of the market. Yes, you should look at the overall structure of the market. But when you see the overall structure of the market, now look at now. Let's revert to daily time frame. So this is the overall structure of the market. Now you can see that the market is on the downside, but you can also see that the market have tapped into a support level going up. So when you have seen that the market have tapped into the overall structure of the overall structure, which you can see the resistance points and sorry, the support points, I have tapped in. That's when you now begin to go down to a lower time frame to read price action based on what you can see. Based on what you can see, the overall structure is important, but you are not going to be taking your trade based on what you have there. So yes, at the moment you can see that there have been change of sentiments even on the lower time frame. The move starts from a lower time frame, what you can see from a lower time frame before it will now escalate into a bigger time frame. Before the move happens, let's say as it has tapped into this support level and will start going up to this point. For you to catch this, is not on this time frame, is not on the daily time frame that you are going to take your trade. Are you with me? It's not on the daily time frame that you are going to take your trade. It's going to the small time frame, maybe your 15 minutes time frame, to see what is price doing, how is the price reacting, and where is the price potentially headed towards based on what I can see. That's why you now go to your lower time frame to see what price is doing. But the overall time frame is good. At least it gives you the overall perspective of the market. So for now, we've gotten the overall perspective of the market, which this is it. The market have tapped into this support level established. Then you will now go to your lower time frame to see, okay, as the market is at the support, you know that when the market comes to the support, you are buying. When the market comes to a resistance, you are selling. So the market is at the support, you are buying, and is giving you a buy signal even on the lower time frame, which you can see from change of character, return to it, you move from there. So this is how the market cycle happens. I believe this should help and clear your question, right? So let's go back to our GBP card and see what happens, what is happening there. GBP card. So this is the place we'll be ending the analysis for today for the want of time. Please, the gold, I may not take it today. Sorry. All right. So the market is coming to it to clear this. The market is coming to this point. So I'm looking at, so take a screenshot of this coordinate. Take a screenshot of this. So this is the place we'll be wrapping up this session. this is the place we'll be wrapping up this session. So till we meet again next time, which is next week Wednesday, please keep enjoying and keep trading. Please do well to apply proper risk management. In as much as I'm hopeful for the trade or the setup to be a winning position, but please do not play with your proper risk management. And if you're on this session and you've not subscribed to this channel, please, you are wrong. Please go ahead and click that subscribe button. So very soon, educational content will be dropping on this channel. So this live trading session is just to keep the community, my global community, active. So we'll be showing up here every Wednesday. So you know that showing up here, first of all, you gain insight into the market and you can make money if the market gives us an opportunity. So we've been doing this for a while and it's been profitable on every wise, both in the area of knowledge acquisition and the area of profit making, which is why most of us come to this live trading session. So till we interface again, keep enjoying and keep making money from the forex markets. Ciao and take care. Bye from now. Bye for now. Do well to subscribe to this channel. You can take a screenshot of this and let's see how the market pays us from here. Bye everyone. I love you all. I celebrate every one of you. We see ourselves at the top. Bye.